Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to this seminar on behalf of all the organizers. The innovative rainwater for drinking RFD system at a rural hospital in Vietnam. Seminar is organized by the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department of Seoul University and IWA Rainwater Harvesting and Management Specialist Group, headed by Professor Han. The seminar was developed around the Rainwater for Drinking project implemented by the Health Environment Management Agency of the Ministry of Health of Vietnam with the support of the World Health Organization. My name is Han Heinen. I'm a retired WHO environmental health advisor who worked for quite some time in South Asia. Currently president of the International Rainwater Harvesting Alliance based in Geneva. I will be moderating the session. Professor Mooyoung Han of Seoul University will present the case study. In two short rounds of comments, Dr. Gian Thi Lin Wong of VHEMA, Dr. Mina Shin from Summit 237, Dr. Kidon Park, WHO representative to Vietnam, and Ms. Lee Yun, representing the Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOICA, will give their views. After that session, there will be a small intervention from the Ambassador Lee Yun. At the end of the session, there will be time for questions. Please write these questions in the chat box. I will try to catch up with the questions while we are continuing. Time is always short, so we will only be able to answer a few questions. However, queries that cannot be answered will be replied to after the session by Professor Han and myself, depending on circumstance. I request those who do not speak to mute their audio. Further than that, I wish you an informative session and hope you will enjoy the seminar. I would like to invite Professor Han to start his presentation.
Hello, good morning and good afternoon. Nice to meet you, and it's very honored to discuss with you about my project. First of all, I would like to start with a two-minute video to introduce everything. Okay. Okay, did you enjoy?
Yes,
of course.
Yes. So let me finish my presentation. Okay, you saw the movie and you may want to see the secret of the successful story.
Đây nha.
So for sustainability,
Bây giờ là anh Tuấn
talk about the technology and economic and social. I would like to talk about the 4 new items, new innovatives in technology and 2 innovative in economic and 1 social. And okay, the first one is that so many people use rainwater, but it may not be suitable for drinking. So my innovation is we add
21-25 bây giờ bọn anh mới đang xin gia hạn cái văn phòng đấy.
And so we call rainwater harvesting and treatment to
bây giờ
make
đang đi
drinking water.
vận động các
So
nhà
that
tài trợ
should
đấy.
meet to the national drinking water standard. So in Vietnam they have two standards. So our system should meet these 2 drinking water standards. Second innovation is that I use several tanks. So I call multiple barrier concept. So if one of the system fails, that does not mean that all system will fail. So by doing this, you can reduce the cost of maintenance. So my idea is to make a multiple barrier concept. And the next innovation is I use the natural-based solution. And for the target material for the rainwater harvesting system, there is particle and organic and pathogen. So for particle, if you open the system, I'm sorry. If you open, it is very turbid because it is resuspended. So if you use this simple J-shaped target, then the particles should be does not resuspend, and so that we can maintain the very good water quality. And what about the organics and pathogens? We have biofilms, which are oligotrophic bacteria, so they are hungry bacteria, in other words, so they can treat, they can purify organics, or they can kill other pathogens. Those does not use any chemicals and mechanical terms, so it's very cheap. And about the hydrological performance, so we are dealing with the rainfall. So we have to know how to design the hydrology. Our target should be no water day should be 0. Even though there's dry season, there will be no 0 water day. If you look at the right side, which shows the water level. So if the water level go to 0, that means no water day. So our target should be make that day 0. And RUR means the rainwater utilization ratio. So there is a ratio of rainwater utilized over amount of total rainfall. So we should increase this number as much as possible. And economic innovation, one is that I am using local material and labor. So even though there's some failure, then local people can fix it with their labor and material. So by doing this, we can maintain easy and we can make a cheap operation. Second innovation about the economic part is that we monitor the water quantity by using simple flow meter and water level gauge. So by doing this, we know that there's some water leakage. We can check it very easily. And if the water level is low, then everybody should understand the shortage of water. They should concern about this. So by doing this, we can make it water quality good. And also water quality. The most important thing is the water quality. The cost of the examination is very expensive if you want to measure all the items in drinking water standard. we do it, we measure the full list of the measurement once a year or twice a year. But instead, every week, we measure very simple parameters like electric conductivity and pH and TDS. So by doing this, we can see that everything is okay. There is another simple and cheap way of maintenance. And about the rainfall. So most of the local hospitals and schools, they do not have right rainfall data. So I just take out this idea about the measuring rainfall about 600 years ago. So in Vietnam, they make this simple rain gauge. And from this gauge, they can measure the rainfall, which is exactly falls at the place. And social is, another social part is that there are many people who need drinking water. But instead of making a rainwater system for individual household, and we make the community-based system, because individual houses, they do not care very well, and if there's something that happens, they cannot handle it. But if we use it for community-based like hospital and school, temples and mosques and churches, then they can afford maintenance and self-regulation by governing the commons. Okay, these innovations are used in my system, but I still want to have more further innovations. I found that we have some barrier of the economic part, and also we have a barrier in social part. So I did not include these ideas, but in the future, I would like to suggest this kind of things. First one is one-ship movement. The investment of the whole system is very high to afford for a community. Although the maintenance fee is almost zero. So how to involve the initial investment is another big challenge. So in Korean, some big companies, they did some CSR activity like Hyundai Motors company. They donate a system at Lawang Elementary School in Philippines, about 60 cubic meter tank, and they are still using very well. And Lotte department store in Vietnam, they donated 2 times in the kindergarten in Vietnam, in rural area. So I saw from this experience, I suggest one C movement. One company should donate one community rainwater harvesting system as their CSR activity. And in return, the local government may offer a favorable condition to the companies. Then that can be a win-win situation, and to promote more systems in rural area. Okay, second is that S2, another social innovation, because rainwater harvesting is very new to many people in the world. So we have to start from rain school. So that the school, they enjoy the fresh rainwater for the children, and also whole village people should enjoy this rainwater for drinking. To do this, I make this system. Do you know BTS? So they are very famous boy group. But my BTS is a little bit different. It's BITS. B is, in Korean language, is rain. So B, teacher and student group. So that means we can create one science group in the school. So we call them as a BTS. And they are responsible for monitoring their system and promoting rainwater culture and technology to their village people. Okay. So far, this is, in a very short time, this is innovative ideas for sustainability before and future. So with these innovative ideas, we can solve the SDG 6. If we can solve SDG 6, we can solve other SDG numbers, number 3, 4, and 8, 11. Okay, in summary, rainwater for drinking system with multiple barrier concept using nature-based solution can offer a very good source of drinking water which is affordable and sustainable. Number 2, community-based rainwater for drinking projects should be promoted throughout the world to solve SDG 6. Innovative 1C movement and BITS activities are suggested to overcome the economic and social barriers to promote rainwater for drinking system. So this is the end of my project, and I hope to spread this idea to promote to all the world. Thank you very much.